Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is the first time I'm on YouTube. Just some background about myself. I am an ICT charter member, been involved in his private mentorship for a long time now. And I've actually been studying under ICT for a long time, ever since he had just under 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. I've been studying him and, long before he blew up, and here we are now. So that being said, I consider myself pretty good. I'm all right, I would say, at his concepts, and that's what I'll be utilizing to give you guys analysis in the background in the meantime, when I'm analyzing Bitcoin and Nasdaq. But with that being said, I'm just going to start with Bitcoin today. And with regards to Bitcoin, kind of what we saw ever since, the past, I guess, couple of years, just real quick, essentially it's the monthly time frame. We have ourselves a market maker buy model, okay? Month, and I'm just gonna go this, I'm not gonna get too detailed into this. I just want to make this like a quick video, and I'll save future videos for longer analysis kind of style. But this is gonna be something quick. But nonetheless, monthly time frame. Okay, we have ourselves a market maker buy model, and then essentially we have ourselves a monthly inversion fair value gap. Or actually, this would be a balanced price range as well. Monthly balanced price range is what Bitcoin was, dancing around before it began its bullish expansion. And we have it, as I mentioned over here. We kind of barely missed it, but then we tapped into the monthly uh, balanced price range right here. And then here as well. This was September, I believe. And then we proceeded to, you know, have this nice bullish expansion. And then we also have ourselves a monthly order block level right there. And we tapped into that, and then boom, the bull run began. And then going on to the weekly time frame, weekly rejection block, we tapped into the rejection block once, collapse, okay, came back down, weekly fair value gap, institutional order flow entry drill to the upside, tapped into the rejection block again, collapsed again, and then here we are again, rejection block on the weekly, collapsed again, coming down into the monthly version fair value gap level I just showed you guys here, and then breaking it down on the weekly time frame is this weekly fair value gap that we tapped right there, extend that out in time, and we're tracing back up, came back down to the monthly balanced price range, came up, broke above market structure, confirming bullishness, left a weekly BISI, weekly fair value gap, and then we have ourselves the three levels of it, the BISI premium high, discount low, consequent encroachment of the weekly fair value gap, coming back down into, again, we also have ourselves, by the way, one more thing is this monthly fair value gap right here, I noted the premium high of it, and that's what we tapped here. At the same time, we're tapping into the weekly fair value gap expansion again, breaking above market structure, and then kind of dancing around the monthly order block level right there. Okay, that's a reclaimed, I guess that would be a reclaimed order block, and then boom. Okay, we had a nice energetic run upwards. That's kind of where we're at right now. And then coming into the daily time frame, I'm going to show you guys obviously what's going on in this level right here on the daily, but I kind of wanted to just kind of go over here real quick. But this level, this whole range on the daily time frame, again, I can go very detailed right here and just kind of break it down on a very, very detailed basis, but I'll save that for another video perhaps. But nonetheless, real quick, weekly rejection block level, I'm gonna right there, the two right there, obviously we see them right here. We tap into it there, collapse, taking out sell side liquidity, daily fair value gap, institutional order flow entry drill, expansion up higher, breaking above market structure, coming down into this daily fair value gap right here. Okay. Expanding up higher, weekly rejection block again, collapse again, sell side liquidity gets grabbed, and then we kind of retrace up against higher into the weekly rejection block right there. So this move right there is this move right here, taking out the sell side liquidity, and then essentially tapping into the monthly balanced price range, as I mentioned. But one more thing as well. This is a daily order block level. I kind of wanted to point this out because I took these trades earlier this year and I took some L's, but I learned from those and here we are now. But daily order block level, consequent encroachment, we tap into that there, daily order block level right there, and then boom. So on the daily time frame, it's very detailed and precise, but I want to let you guys know to, keep that in mind. But nonetheless, monthly balanced price range right here, this level right here. So this wick down to the downside is right there. And then here we are in this level right here, expanding up. And that's what we have right here, taking up buy side liquidity, breaking above market structure, confirming bullishness. Here we are again, weekly order block level. This level right here in the weekly fair value gap is noted right here, weekly order block level, weekly fair value gap level, expansion. Okay. And then we have ourselves a daily fair value gap level right there. inside of the daily order block after tapping into the weekly order block expansion. Daily order block, 50% consequent encroachment, expansion higher. Daily order block level, we came back down, tapped into that, expanded higher, left the daily SIBI right there. This daily fair value gap, the SIBI, is what was being used to basically hold the range of Bitcoin as we're seeing kind of pretty much right now. So every single time we tapped, we were essentially, I'll explain like this. This daily fair value gap level right here, this inversion fair value gap, um, how you can, if you're familiar with these concepts, you can know that we're probably going to continue bullishness is the fact that every single time on the daily time frame, we close above the 50% of this daily fair value gap on a daily candle on a closing basis. So we actually kept closing above the 50% of this daily fair value gap on a closing basis, which goes to show that we're going to use this range to reaccumulate and then continue to send price higher. And that's what we saw because every single time we went below the bottom part of the fair value gap, which is the SIBI discount low, on the lower time frame, obviously those would be candles, right? These would be candles and so on and so forth. But on the daily time frame, those are just wicks. So we close above the 50% of this daily fair value gap to then expand higher. And then we create another daily fair value gap right here and a daily institutional order flow entry drill. Boom. So breaking it down on the 4-hour time frame is the following. Just real quick, look at the sensitivity of this daily fair value gap level. Every single time we tapped into it, right there, nice move up. Again, here, right there, the daily fair value gap high came up, daily fair value gap low up, and then these are the wicks on the daily time frame. And then 1 hour fair value gap, 1 hour order block, daily fair value gap low, expansion up higher. And then we have ourselves an inversion fair value gap. Price closed this fair value gap, inversion fair value gap. We retrace into it, taking out sell side liquidity. So this right here, market maker buy model. This right here, the downside, market maker sell model. And then we obviously kind of had a nice little range, and then we came to the daily fair value gap, daily CB level. Again, as I'm mentioning right here, these levels right there, boom, came down into that, and then took off, right? Buy side liquidity, market maker buy model complete, and then we have ourselves a nice little, like I mentioned, this daily fair value gap level right there. We have that right here, okay, right there, and then boom. So we're going to keep going higher as long as we continue to respect the daily fair value gap level. And then in this case, I'm just going to remove everything actually just makes it a little bit clearer. But we have ourselves a nice daily order block right here, as long as we respect this daily order block level, and then the consequent encroachment of that daily order block level. We should continue to see bullishness on Bitcoin, but that's pretty much it. Hope to see you guys soon, and thanks for taking the time to watch my video. Cheers.